Mr. Speaker, may God bless the Republic of the Philippines sa inyong lahat. At sa iyo, Mr. Speaker, maraming salamat po. As the old saying goes, good soldiers never die. And it says, they just fade away. But I say, they shall rise again. Maraming salamat po.
Ito na nga, Representative Benvenido Abante Jr. tinalaga muli ng Commission on Election bilang representante ng Manila 6th District. Mga aso ni Bongbong Marcos gumagalaw na. Pero bago ang lahat, maaari kayong mag-subscribe para maging updated sa mga issue at bagong mga balita. Tinalaga nga bilang 6th District Representative itong si Benny Abante matapos i-disqualify ng Commission on Election si Joel Uy na nakakuha ng mas mataas na boto sa nagdaang eleksyon. Bongbong Marcos, sinuhulan na lahat-lahat, wag lang matanggal sa pwesto ang kanyang mga aso. Pilipinas, wala ng pag-asa. Narito ang buong detalye.
The leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we now recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Human Rights, the Honorable Representative Bienvenido M. Abante Jr., for his sponsorship.
Congressman Bienvenido M. Abante Jr., the chairperson of Human Rights. You're now recognized, sir.
Maraming salamat po, Majority Floor Leader. Magandang gabi po, Mr. Speaker. At salamat din sa mga naiwan nating mga kasama rito sa plenary na nagtiyaga upang makinig po sa amin. Maraming salamat sa inyo. So, Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues at mga kababayan, as this August chamber draws closer to the twilight of the 19th Congress, allow me, humbly, solemnly, to rise, not merely to speak, but to bear witness. There are moments in the life of a nation when we must pause and ask, where are we going? And who are we becoming? These, Mr. Speaker, are not ordinary questions. They are questions of destiny, of duty, of our very soul as a nation. For what is a nation without a moral compass? What is a republic without righteousness? Please heed the words of a senior citizen, senior member of this body. Progress without principle puts us in peril. Power without purpose is poison for our people. And it is for this reason, Mr. Speaker, that I thank you for your leadership and for the work of this House under your direction. For in the face of evil, we did not blink. We stared it down. In the presence of darkness, we chose to light a torch and shone a spotlight on the sins of the past. Let history record that in these hallowed halls, we formed the first ever Quad Committee composed not of the timid but of the tenacious, mga lingkod bayan na matatapang, hindi mga duwag. In the name of truth and justice, we had held 15 public hearings. We heard the testimonies. We saw the evidence with oaths laid bare in national television. We felt the fierce power of unshakable truth, sending tremors on the thick walls of impunity. Through the efforts of the Quadcom, we uncovered a system that normalized extrajudicial killings, with state-sanctioned death committed by men in uniform. We revealed the silent complicity of those who flashed their badges but broke their oaths to serve and protect. We also traced the bloody trail left by pogos, corruption, trafficking, kidnapping, and espionage, all cloaked in the business of encouraging foreign investment. Let the records show, and let history bear witness, this House did not remain silent. We listened, we spoke, we acted. Tayo ay nakinig, nagsalita, at kumilos. And soon, we shall reap the fruits of our labors. Our actions have revealed that invasion from without is not the only danger our nation faces, but decay from within. Because the truth is this: our chamber must not just promote good policies. We need to advance the right values and principles. For our countrymen are hungry, not just for food, but for integrity in public service. They need not just infrastructure, but inspiration. Let us not forget the solemn vow we made when we first took our oath to serve not self, not power, not party, but the people. Mr. Speaker, my exhortation to the 20th Congress is this: let us continue to remind the nation that there are still men and women in government who believe in right and wrong, who believe in truth over convenience, who believe in God and His commandments above all. And so, as the 19th Congress prepares to pass the torch, may we be remembered not just for the bills we passed or the measures we filed, but for the moral compass we steadfastly followed. Let our legacy be this: that when it was dangerous to speak, we chose to stand and be heard. That when others chose silence, we chose sacrifice. That when it was easier to look away, we chose instead to confront evil and to hold wrongdoers accountable for their crimes. Thus saith the scriptures in Proverbs 14:34, and I quote, "Righteousness exalteth a nation, but sin is a reproach to any people." Mr. Speaker, mga kasama, may righteousness prevail. May justice triumph. May the next Congress remain courageous. At nais kong pasalamatan, Mr. Speaker, ang ating Senior Deputy Speaker Dong Gonzales, na kung hindi sa kanyang resolution, hindi mabubuo ang Quadcom na ito. Ganon din, pinapasalamatan ko ang aking mga kasamahang mga ganun na lalaki at patitikas, katulad po ni Congressman Karap Paduano, katulad po ni Congressman H. Barbers, ang aming chairman, at katulad din po naman ng pinakamatikas sa lahat, si Congressman Dan Fernandez. Ayaw ko rin pong kalimutan, Mr. Speaker, si Deputy Speaker J.J. Suarez, na naging timon namin sa labanang ito. Kaya muli, Mr. Speaker, may God bless the Republic of the Philippines sa inyong lahat. At sa iyo, Mr. Speaker, maraming salamat po. As the old saying goes, good soldiers never die. And it says, they just fade away. But I say, they shall rise again. Maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat, Congressman Bienvenido Abante, Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move that we now recognize the chairperson of the Committee on Public Accounts, the Honorable Representative Joseph Stephen Caraps Espaduano, for his sponsorship.
The chairperson of Public Accounts, Congressman Joseph Stephen Caraps Paduano, you shall recognize.
Thank you, Madam Majority Floor Leader. Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, good evening. Almost 2 years ago, on July 26, 2023, the Committee on Public Accounts initiated a motu proprio inquiry into alleged irregularities in the procurement, process, and unlawful contracts entered into by the municipality of Mexico, Pampanga. Over the course of the 12 hearing, the committee uncovered abuses committed by former Mayor Teddy Tumang and took steps to prevent the continued misuse of public funds. In the course of our investigation, we uncovered a deeply alarming issue: the collusion between certain local officials and Chinese nationals to acquire vast tracts of land in Mexico, Pampanga. It is well established that the foreign nationals are generally prohibited from owning land in the Philippines, with exceptions primarily allowing ownership through corporation that must be at least 60% Filipino-owned. However, it has come to light that some constitutional safeguards are being openly disregarded, as these Chinese nationals have managed to acquire land through fraudulent means. In due course, we came to realize that the acquisition of land through such means forms part of a broader scheme orchestrated by international criminal syndicates that have infiltrated the Philippines. These syndicates engage in various illicit activities within our borders, including illegal drug operations, illegal gambling, human trafficking, and other serious crimes. On August 6, 2024, the House of Representatives established the Quadcom or the Quad Committee to investigate transnational crimes and their impact on our economy and national security. As a result, the motu proprio inquiry was absorbed into the Quadcom broader investigation, as key figures in our inquiry, such as Edith Tayang and former Mayor Tumang, were found to be linked to a transnational syndicate involved in pogos, drug operations, and other illegal activities. The Quad Committee exercised its mandate and uncovered numerous irregularities, many of which have already been articulated by my esteemed colleagues and co-chairs. On the issue regarding illegal acquisition of land, the Quadcom discovered that these aliens are illegally acquiring Filipino citizenship by securing falsified birth certificates, passports, and driver's licenses with the help of our corrupt public officers in the local civil registers, Department of Foreign Affairs, and Land Transportation Office. Using these falsified public documents, these unscrupulous Chinese nationals are able to skirt the constitutional provision on foreign land and ownership. This is a matter of grave national concern, as there have been documented instances wherein the lands unlawfully acquired by these Chinese nationals are located in close proximity to critical military installations. The strategic placement of these properties near defense facilities may facilitate unauthorized surveillance, intelligence gathering, or other activities that compromise the integrity and confidentiality of military operations. If left unchecked, this encroachment may serve as a foothold for our hostile, subversive elements weakening our defense posture from within. In view of this, legislators involved in the Quadcom filed House Bill number 11043, an act providing for a civil forfeiture in favor of the state. Any unlawfully acquired real estate properties by any foreign national. As you may know, thousands of foreigners have entered the country to establish POGOs, many of which have been linked to criminal activities such as human trafficking and online scams. There are also indications of ties between certain POGO entities and individuals affiliated with or close to the Chinese Communist Party. Given this connection, it is not far-fetched to consider the possibility that POGO properties may be used as basis for operation for their espionage network. This bill aims to allow the state to forfeit real estate properties unlawfully acquired by these foreign nationals. Recent reports revealed that thousands of foreigners have obtained fake birth certificates. In Davao del Sur alone, about 1,200 falsified birth certificates were issued by the local civil registrar in July 2024. This bill seeks to create a process for the administrative cancellation of fraudulently registered birth certificates by foreign nationals. This is House Bill number 11117, an act providing for the administrative cancellation of birth certificate registered through fraudulent means by foreign nationals, creating a special committee on cancellation of birth certificate and appropriating funds therefore. Additionally, the Quadcom recommended that the Land Registration Authority, or LRA, implement stricter safeguards to prevent illegal land acquisition and ensure full compliance with existing laws. To prevent the continued acquisition of businesses and land through fraudulent claims of Filipino citizenship, several laws must still be amended. One proposed amendment is to the new passport law, which may require additional documentary requirements for first-time applicants representing late registered birth certificate. Another proposal is to amend the Corporation Code to empower the Securities and Exchange Commission with enforcement powers, particularly in cases where individuals who have fraudulently acquired Filipino citizenship have already established or acquired businesses. This would allow the SEC to conduct immediate investigations, issue cease and desist orders, and initiate legal action to safeguard national interests. There should also be a study on whether PSA should have full jurisdiction of the local civil registrar, considering that many of these falsified birth certificates originate from corrupt civil registry offices at the municipal level. All of this, Mr. Speaker, must be carefully studied to ensure the protection of the Filipino people. Although I will no longer be part of the next Congress, having served for 3 consecutive terms, I trust that my colleagues will carry on the work we started and pursue the necessary legislative amendment. Mr. Speaker, the crisis we are facing today is a test of our resolve as a nation. It confronts us with uncomfortable truths. We have discovered that there are Filipinos willing to sell out their country for money, and they have become an even greater threat than any foreign invasion. Yet, even with the existence of such Filipinos, the vast majority still love and stand by our country. Some have been misled by propaganda, but I do believe that through our collective efforts, we can expose these acts of betrayal and awaken even more Filipinos to the truth. Together, we have the power to reclaim our institutions, uphold the rule of law, and restore integrity in public service. Let this be a turning point. With courage, vigilance, and unwavering love for our country, we can build a future that is for Filipinos. To my fellow countrymen, let us stand united and resolute in defense of our nation. Madamo nga salamat, and God bless the Philippines.
Maraming salamat, Chairman Stephen Caraps Espaduano, Majority Leader.